Hi, my name is Amber, and this is the Finally Fall book tag. This tag was originally created by Tall Tales, and I will have that original video linked down below. Question number 1. In fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. For this one, I decided to go with Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Something about this world just screams brightness to me. I just imagine all of the characters and everything in this world just so incredibly bright and unique and weird and fun, and I love the way she describes everything in this, and I just imagine it being so incredibly vivid. Question number 2. Nature is beautiful, but also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. It took me a second to kind of think of one for this one, but as soon as it popped into my head, I knew this was the perfect one for this, and so I went with A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. Not only is the writing beautiful, not only is the story beautiful, but the illustrations in this edition are absolutely gorgeous, and it definitely deals with loss and grief, and it is such a touching and heartbreaking story that you just can't help but fall in love with, and it hurts, but it's also really uplifting in a way, and I definitely bawled my eyes out reading this. Question number 3. Fall is back to school season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. This is really difficult for me because of the fact that I don't read nonfiction very often and the fact that I just hated school growing up. So I'm gonna completely change this question and just go with a book that I enjoyed reading because of school. And that was The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde. I was just not one of those kids that enjoyed reading in school. I hated it. I hated being forced to read something that I just did not want to read. So when it came to The Importance of Being Earnest, I fell in love with this story and I read it multiple times. So while I know this doesn't technically go with the question, this is what I'm choosing for this one. Question number 4. It's good to spend some time with the people we love. Name a fictional family, household, or friend group that you'd love to be a part of. Now everyone knows my main answer for this one if you've been watching this channel at all or following me anywhere. When it comes to friend groups, there is one group in particular that constantly just pushes itself to the front of my mind, and that is the Lunar Chronicles. These characters are amazing and fantastic, and I just love the little family that they make, and you can't help but love all of these characters, and all of their friendships and their relationships with each other is absolutely incredible. But I did want to throw in another one just because I constantly mention those, and I wanted to mention The Inner Circle from A Court of Mist and Fury. If you know who I'm talking about, you know how fantastic this group of people are. They're just amazing characters, and their friendships and relationships are just as fantastic, and they're definitely a group that you just can't help but want to be part of. Question number 5. The colorful leaves are piling up on the ground. Show us a pile of fall-colored books. I just kind of grabbed all the ones that I thought looked fall-like, but for some reason fall to me just screams orange, so I just grabbed a bunch of orange books. Question number 6. Fall is the perfect time for some storytelling by the fireside. Share a book wherein somebody is telling a story. I could not think of anything off the top of my head. I know one's probably going to just randomly pop into my head later on, and I'm gonna regret what I'm choosing for this. But I'm gonna go with Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. Kinda counts as them telling a story. This is a Peter Pan retelling, and it is Tinkerbell's point of view of the story. I don't know if it counts. It probably doesn't, but this is what I'm gonna go with. Question number 7. The nights are getting darker. Share a dark, creepy read. I'm going with a recent one, and that is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. I just finished reading this series this past month and loved every second of it, and this series definitely has some really creepy moments. I know, especially in the beginning of the 3rd book, had some moments where I was just kind of freaked out and tensed up over what was happening. I love this series so much, and it definitely has that creepy, dark fall vibe to it. Question number 8. The days are getting colder. Name a short and heartwarming read that could warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. I have a ton of contemporaries I could probably choose for this, and I definitely would think of a contemporary when it comes to just getting something that's going to be fluffy and short and heartwarming that you're just going to love. I was going to go with something different, I really was, but it just, I can't help it. This is the book that I think of when I think of heartwarming and adorable, and that is Geekerella by Ashley Poston. You know I've talked about this a million times on my channel. I do have a review up, which I will have linked down below. I just love this story so much, and it is so sweet and adorable, and it just makes you happy. I haven't loved a contemporary this much in a very, very long time. Question number 9. Fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you would like to return to soon. I constantly think about this because of the fact that I don't reread books very often, and there are definitely tons that I would love to go back and reread. One that is just an old favorite that I've just loved so much and have been dying to kind of reread soon is Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. This is an old series. I read it forever ago. It was just one of those series where I couldn't help but love every minute of it, and I would love to be able to go back and reread this. Question number 10. Fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share some of your favorite cozy reading accessories. Now for me, a blanket and a warm drink is definitely my favorite, especially when it's cold outside, but another Another accessory that I love to have with me when I'm reading is my dog Chrono. I've shown Chrono on here multiple times, but I haven't really talked about him much. Chrono's my Dachshund puppy, and he is pretty much my snuggle buddy. As you can tell, he's quite sleepy today. He's definitely my snuggle buddy anytime I want to read. He is super warm and he loves to snuggle, and he is the best reading buddy. And finally, question 11. Spread some autumn appreciation and tag some people. I'm really late in doing this, so I know pretty much everybody has done it already. I don't know anybody off the top of my head, so if you haven't done this and you would like to, I tag you. But that's all the questions for this tag. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.